Hey everyone, this is Metalhead Nation 1021, and today I really want to talk about the concerts that I plan on going to throughout the first half of 2018. Last year was a record year for me for going to concerts, which isn't saying much because before that I'd only gone to two in my entire life. But there's really something about last year where I really got into the music, and so I went to a ton of concerts. It was a lot of fun. And so I have some plans for this year too. I'm not guaranteed about any of these concerts. I'm not completely sure. I'm going to try to go to all of them. But it's the beginning of the year. I can't really make these decisions so far ahead yet. Anyways, I'm thinking of three of them right now. In the area I live, there are basically no venues at all. No venues at all. None. For metal music. For my age group, I'm 15, so it's kind of hard to find a place playing music that doesn't serve alcohol, etc., etc. But so basically, due to that, I have to look further out for venues. I'm talking like Washington, D.C. or further. So it's usually about an hour drive to any concert I go to. So I've been scouting around, and these are the three concerts so far this year that I hope to go to. Number one is it's a Municipal Waste and Exodus concert. The TV show Mr. Pickles on Adult Swim is hosting this tour that I think goes across the border of America or somewhere in there. I think it hits Chicago. I'm not exactly sure. It's called the Thrashtacular, I think. It has those two bands. I haven't seen either of them yet. And that just sounds really cool. This is definitely something that I'm really hoping to do because Municipal Waste are like the only metal band from my home state, Virginia. Finally. I mean, they were pretty big, so it'd be nice. Unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to see them in Virginia. I'd have to go to Washington because it's closer. And just a little bit better traffic sometimes. And, well, I'm not actually sure yet. It could be either one. But that's when I plan on going to. I'm a huge Exodus fan. I kind of got into them more recently compared to some older bands because I don't really have anybody around here to direct me in metal, so I had to find it myself. But I love Exodus, and then Municipal Waste is kind of the same story. Huge Municipal Waste fan. I love those fast punk riffs, and just I have no music from Municipal Waste right now. I listen to them over like Spotify and stuff, but I don't have any of their music in physical form right now. But I do have an Exodus CD, which I paid a ton for. It has a DVD in it, too. So I listen to a lot of Exodus. I listen to a lot of Municipal Waste. So that'd be an awesome concert to go to. That one I'm looking forward to because the possibilities of me going to that one are a lot higher than the next one I'm going to be talking about, which is Maryland Death Fest. There are several factors that play into my more than likely inability to go to this concert. Or concerts, I should say. Number one, it's 4 days. And that's way too long for somebody to take me all the way up there and listen to that doesn't like metal in the first place. And 1 2-hour show is hard enough. But 4 straight days of death metal, which I know sounds like heaven to me. But, not to other people, supposedly. That's one of the biggest obstacles I'm facing. Number two, it's pretty expensive. If I go, I would really hope to be able to do the whole 4 days that it's there. Because I looked at all the days, looked at all the packages. I could literally not choose one. Because there are so many good bands playing on different days. Like there's Bloodbath, Enemy Soil, Misery Index, a ton of bands playing there, so I really couldn't choose just one. And this is the concert that I'm hoping I can go to at least a day of, but if I can't, I understand, and at the best, I'd really hope to be able to go to all 4 days. But that trip would be pretty expensive. But it's definitely something I'm going to try to do when I'm older, when I'm in my 20s, probably. I'm going to try to head up to Maryland just for 4 days and listen to death metal, bring a ton of money for merch. I've heard so many good things about it. It's probably the biggest death metal festival around in the United States, if not the world. So that's saying something. It just looks awesome. It sounds awesome. I've heard so many good things about it. So that's what I'm really trying to get to. And praying. I really want to go to that thing. Anyways, the last one I want to talk about in this video has practically no information out at all yet, and that is Summer Slaughter 2018. I went to Summer Slaughter 2017, and it was awesome. It was absolutely amazing. It was probably the second death metal concert I'd ever gone to. The first one being Nile. But being able to see Origin, Dying Fetus, Rings of Saturn. By the way, Rings of Saturn, the day before they released their 2017 album, which I'm not going to try to pronounce. That was awesome. I got a signed CD. I think it's right here. Yeah, I got a signed CD. What are the chances you're going to get a signed CD? That was awesome. I got to meet the guys, take a picture with them. That was a good experience. So, since I had such a good experience going the first year, it'd be nice to go again. And if I had to choose between this one and the Maryland Death Fest, I'd probably choose Maryland Death Fest just because there's so much more there. But definitely I'm keeping my eye out for Summer Slaughter 2018. I'm hoping that they bring Suffocation on, like they did, because they had Cannibal Corpse, Suffocation, and a few other. I think they had Cannibal Corpse, Suffocation, and Nile the year before, so in 2016. So I'm hoping that they might do a lineup like Cannibal Corpse, Nile, Suffocation, Origin, and Dying Fetus. Maybe the Black Dahlia Murder again. Rings of Saturn. Yeah, it was just an awesome experience, and I definitely want to go again, because that was one of the best concert experiences I've ever had. And it was 12 hours of death metal and deathcore. I mean, how can you beat that? How can you beat that? So anyways, those are my goals for the concerts I'm hoping to go to this year. Chances are I'm only going to be able to go to one of them, but possibly all three. That would be awesome. But yeah, the one I'm really looking forward to, if I can, is the Maryland Death Fest, just because... just 4 days of metal. 4 days of metal. So, other than that, I'll keep you guys posted on my ability to go to these concerts and if I'm going or not. So stay tuned for that. That's really all I have to say on this episode. I might make another one of these if more concerts show up this year that I'm planning on going to. Anyways... yeah, this has been Metalhead Nation 1021, and hopefully I'll see you at some of these concerts.